Sometimes, the smallest creatures can become the greatest heroes. In a quiet mountain village, a young shepherd and his little goat prove that love, trust, and kindness can return when we need them the most. When a shepherd's son disappeared in the dangerous mountains, everyone searched but no one could find him, until the little goat he loved led them to a place no one expected. 12-year-old Daniel lived with his father, Thomas, in a peaceful mountain village surrounded by green fields and tall hills. Since he was young, Daniel had helped his father take care of their goats. Every morning, they would walk together across the mountains, watching over the animals while enjoying the quiet beauty of nature. Among all their goats, one was more special than the others. His name was Snow. Snow was a small white goat that Daniel had cared for since he was born. When Snow was weak and unable to follow the herd, Daniel was the one who fed him, protected him, and stayed beside him. To Daniel, Snow was not just a goat. He was a friend. Every time Daniel walked through the mountains, Snow followed him. Whenever Daniel rested under a tree, the little goat stayed close, as if he understood every feeling the boy carried in his heart. Thomas noticed their special bond. Animals may not speak like us, he told his son, but they remember the love we give them. Years passed, and Daniel and Snow became inseparable. But one afternoon, everything changed. Dark clouds covered the mountains, and heavy rain began falling. A sudden storm arrived while Daniel and his father were watching over their goats. The wind became stronger, and the mountain paths became dangerous. Thomas quickly told everyone to bring the goats back home before the storm became worse. But while they were gathering the animals, something was wrong. One goat was missing. Snow. Daniel looked toward the mountain path with fear in his eyes. He knew Snow was alone somewhere in the cold and dangerous mountains. "Son, we have to wait," his father said. "The storm is too strong. It is not safe to go back." But Daniel could not forget Snow. He remembered how the little goat stayed beside him during difficult days. He remembered holding Snow when he was still small and weak. Daniel could not leave his friend behind. With a flashlight and a raincoat, Daniel returned to the mountain. And beside him was Snow's oldest companion, another goat from the herd that knew the path. But Daniel did not need to go far. The little goat began walking ahead, stopping every few moments as if searching for something. The storm grew stronger. Rain covered the trails. The mountain became darker. Daniel followed the goat through the difficult path, hoping they would find Snow before it was too late. Hours passed. Daniel became tired. "What if we cannot find him?" he whispered. But the goat continued moving forward. Then suddenly, it stopped. It looked toward a rocky area near the edge of the mountain. Daniel heard something. A weak sound. He quickly followed the goat. And there he found Snow. The little goat was trapped in a safe corner between rocks, unable to return because of the heavy rain and slippery path. When Snow saw Daniel, he slowly moved toward him. Daniel fell to his knees and hugged his friend. "I knew you were waiting for me," he said with tears in his eyes. But their journey was not over. They still needed to return home. The storm had damaged the mountain paths, and the way back was harder than before. Daniel carried Snow carefully while the other goat walked beside them, guiding them through the darkness. The rain continued falling, but they refused to stop. Finally, after hours of walking, they saw lights from the village. The people who had been searching for them ran toward the mountain path. When they found Daniel holding Snow safely in his arms, everyone became emotional. They were amazed that a small goat helped lead them to the missing child and his lost friend. That night, the entire village remembered what happened. They realized that love is not measured by size or strength. Sometimes, the smallest creatures can show the biggest hearts. Daniel had saved Snow when he was weak and helpless. And years later, Snow's bond with Daniel became a reminder that kindness is never forgotten. A small act of love can create a connection that lasts forever. Because true friendship is not only about being together during happy moments. It is about staying beside someone when the journey becomes difficult. The love and kindness we give to others can return in unexpected ways. True friendship is built through care, trust, and courage when someone needs us most. Their bond remained a symbol of hope and loyalty. From that day forward, the villagers never forgot the little goat who proved that even the smallest heart can show great courage and love. If you were Daniel, would you risk entering a dangerous mountain storm to find a friend who was waiting for you?